everybody, I am Jenn Miller. I am a licensed massage therapist. I'm a yoga teacher and I'm also a Reiki master. I am certified in MFR yoga, which is part of what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to lead you through an MFR yoga / restorative yoga class to help open up the back body. So you will need your mat, some open wall space, possibly a bolster if you have one. If not, you could roll up a blanket or two. And I think that is it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start in Shavasana with our feet into the wall. So go ahead and lay down. And you'll notice my feet are up, my toes are facing towards the ceiling. I have nice contact between my feet and the wall. I'm gonna tuck my shoulder blades onto my back and I'm gonna let everything go. And throughout class today, we're gonna do some long holds. So make sure you get comfortable, that you feel supported, so you're able to hold the pose. And when we hold these long poses, we get into the deep tissue, the connective tissue. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in. Let your abdomen puff up and expand, and exhale, soften. Inhale, let your chest cavity expand, and exhale, soften. And if your eyes are not already closed, go ahead and close your eyes. Feel the support of the earth underneath of you. And let go of any holding or any tension. I'll have you guys stay in this pose. I'm gonna pop up here so I can talk to you. Take another deep breath in. Let the abdomen and the chest expand. And exhale, let it out. Now we're going to move through a breathing sequence of 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. And we're gonna do it to the count of 5. So you're gonna inhale for 5 and exhale for 5, and I'll guide you through it. And as we do the breathing, I want you to inhale and exhale through your nose, keeping your mouth shut. And the reason we do that is when we inhale through our mouth, we actually excite our sympathetic nervous system. So we want to let our body drop into the parasympathetic and get as relaxed as possible. So take a normal breath in and a normal breath out. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, you guys. All right, return to a normal breath that's slightly deeper than your average breath that you take, but nothing too labored. And maybe you notice a different sensation now as you breathe after that exercise. As you inhale, let your abdomen and your chest expand. And as you exhale, soften and let go of any tension. Inhale and breathe into your heart space behind your chest. Feel light and warmth. And exhale to send that light and warmth out into the universe. Place one hand over your solar plexus or your diaphragm area and one hand over your heart. And feel the connection between your hands and your torso. Maybe you feel the texture of the tissue. Maybe you feel the warmth of your hands or the warmth of your body. Maybe you feel some tingling or your life force. And as you inhale, let your abdomen and your chest connect into your hands. And as you exhale, let your hands connect and sink into your torso. Inhale, find connection, and exhale to soften. Take a deep breath in, reconnect with your body, and exhale, let it out. Gently open your eyes, welcome back. All right, we're gonna move into our first pose. So I'm gonna have you go into legs up the wall. So the most graceful way to get into legs up the wall is to start lying on your side with your glutes touching the wall and then rolling onto your back, all right? So you have your legs going straight up the wall. I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna face the other way so you guys can see from that direction as well. So again, starting on your side with your glutes touching the wall and then rolling back onto your back. The glutes maintain contact with the wall, and you'll notice my legs are straight up towards the ceiling. Your legs should be hips width apart so your bones are essentially stacking. And then you have your palms face up towards the sky. And I'll let you guys stay in that position as I guide you through it. And again, look up, make sure that those legs are coming directly out from the hips. Palms facing up towards the sky. And as we hold here, continue that heart-centered breathing. So you can close your eyes. Take an inhale, fill up your heart space with light, with warmth, with sunshine. And exhale, send it out. Inhale, fill up with warmth and light. And exhale, soften. And we'll hold each of these poses for about 5 minutes. So let your body sink into the ground. Let go of any tension you might be holding. Stay connected with your breath, finding expansion on the inhale and softening on the exhale. One of the pillars of myofascial release and myofascial release yoga, per the John Barnes method, is learning to listen to what the body is asking for. And so throughout practice today, if at any point your body feels like it needs to move, it needs to shift, I encourage you to make that movement. Let your body do what it needs to do. So inhale and reach your arms overhead towards the wall behind you. Reach out through your fingers. Find new space as if you're reaching your tailbone towards the wall below you and reaching your fingers towards the wall behind you. Right? Just reaching, reaching, reaching. Finding new length and space. And then find any movements that might be intuitive. What is your body asking for? Maybe you shift a little bit side to side. Maybe you do some circles with your wrist. Reach over to one side. Reach over to the other side. Acknowledging what your body is asking for. Learning to listen. A skill we don't tend to learn or we ignore. Nice job, you guys. All right, we're gonna move into our next pose, into a wide V. So staying with your glutes touching the wall, let your legs open out into a wide V. Try to keep your toes so they're pointing back and they're in line with your legs. They're not opening out like this, externally, laterally rotating, or in like this medial rotation. We want the legs to be out like so. And I'm going to turn this way so I can talk to you guys while you hold that position there. I'm going to join you in this one. And as gravity takes hold, maybe your legs will go slightly closer towards the ground, right? But no forcing. This is about letting the body open up at its own pace. Take a deep inhale. Let your abdomen expand. And exhale to soften. Staying connected to your heart-centered breathing. Breathing in and out through your chest, underneath of your sternum. And you can have your hands down to the side or on your torso, whatever feels more comfortable. Notice if there's any holding, any effort or forcing, and see if you can gently let that go. And if you notice any thoughts coming through your head, just notice them, let them come in, and let them go out. Stay connected to your breath, letting your abdomen and your chest expand on the inhale, and let everything go on the exhale. Seeing in our last minute here, if you can let go of any last holding, any tension, letting your body assume this new shape. And when we do inversions like this, where our feet are higher than our chest, the blood comes down into our body, it gets reoxygenated. And then when we go upright again, we have fresh blood throughout our body. So they call inversions the fountain of youth. So maybe you're getting younger as each passing moment goes by. And we're gonna move into Malasana squat at the wall. So you're gonna bend your knees, bring your feet down towards you into Malasana. Have your toes pointing straight up towards the ceiling as opposed to externally rotated or internally rotated. Toes facing right up to the ceiling. And if this is too much, you can scoot your tush back a little bit so you're not so close to the wall. Inhale and send your breath into the hamstrings, into the glutes, finding new space. And exhale, soften. Again, keeping the palms facing up towards the sky. Arms externally rotated so we have opening through the chest. Trying to combat that texting and shoulder forward, head forward position that we may find ourselves in at the computer or while we're on our phone. And again, close your eyes here. Take a deep breath. And exhale, soften. As we get into the deeper tissues of the body and they start letting go, can bring out sensations and emotions in us. And if you study the sutras of yoga, you're the seer, the seen, right? Looking at it as an outsider, letting it come and letting it go. Staying connected to your breath, returning to the heart-centered breathing in through the heart and exhale out through the heart. letting go of any holding or tension or resistance. And now butterfly your knees out to the side. Bring the soles of your feet together. So we're in Baddha Konasana. I'm going to turn and face this way so you can see. So my knees are butterflied out. The soles of my feet are together. For this one, I like to take my hands and place them at the inner groin and spread my hands, use my hands to spread the tissue, I should say, out towards my knees. Maybe hold here for a minute, just providing some encouragement for the muscles to lengthen. And as you inhale, send your breath from your inner groin out to your inner knee. And exhale from your outer knee to your outer hips and your glutes. That circular breath, encouraging this new shape. And as gravity takes hold, maybe your feet will drift slightly closer to the floor. Again, no forcing or pushing or rushing. Palms facing up towards the sky. Even take a moment here to tuck your shoulder blades onto your back. Inhale, sending your breath from your inner groin to your inner knee. And exhaling your breath from your outer knee to your outer hips and glutes. Staying connected to that breath. Inhale through your heart, filling it up with light and warmth, and exhale, send it out into the world. Letting go of any resistance or any tension. Giving the body permission to open up. Returning to your breath, staying connected. And then use your hands to close your knees like a book. Roll onto your right side and use your hands to press yourself up. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Pressing the back of the knees into the mat. Giving the legs a little wag here, side to side. Nice. And then go ahead and grab for your strap if you have one. And if you don't have a strap, you can use some type of belt, but something that you can get a loop in. And go ahead and make a small-ish loop in your strap. I'm gonna have you lay down onto your back again. You're gonna straighten your legs so that your feet are actively pressing into the wall. You're gonna bend your right knee into your chest. Place the loop of the strap around the ball of the foot, not the arch, the ball of the foot, and extend your leg up to the sky. And what I like to do is slip my hand through the loop, like so, and then wrap my fingers around the strap. That way the strap is holding me and I'm not using my biceps. And then extend your leg straight up to the sky. And look down for a second here and see what your left foot is doing. Your toes should be pointing directly up to the sky. And notice your right shoulder here. If it's off of the ground, make your strap a little bit longer, okay? So actively pressing through that left foot into the wall and pressing up into the strap as if you're walking on the ground. Your foot should be flat and opening up the back of this knee. We're just gonna hold here for a couple of minutes, letting this open up. And maybe you're flexible and you don't need to use the strap, or as you start to open up, maybe you make your loop a little bit smaller. But don't give up the shoulder touching the ground. Inhale, send your breath into the hamstrings, popliteal fossa, into the soleus and the gastrocs, right? Pulling out all your kinesiology terms. Make sure your arm is externally rotated again, so you're getting opening through that chest. Keeping that left leg active, pressing into the wall. I'm sorry that you can't see my face right now, but I think it's more important to see the alignment of my legs. And then lift your head, take hold of the strap with both hands, and start to work your leg back towards your head. You'll notice some opening. Really stretch out through the heel, open the back of the knee. And then exhale, release. Take your leg out of the strap. Straighten your right leg and just notice here the difference between your right and your left leg. I noticed a huge difference, right? For anybody who's taken a yoga class of mine before, I call one my alien leg. As if, oh, this is what it should feel like. Whew, new legs. All right, wonderful. So re-engage your right foot into the wall. And we're gonna do the same thing with the left foot. So take the strap around the ball of the left foot, place your hand through the loop, and then wrap your fingers around the strap, right? So you're not having to use your biceps. This is not bicep building class. And if you lost any engagement like I just did, scoot yourself closer to the wall, Pressing that right foot into the wall, make sure your toes are pointing directly up towards the ceiling, and then pressing up, straightening your left leg, your foot flat as if you're walking on the ground. And here's where you may notice a big difference from side to side. Externally rotating that left shoulder, and if you notice it's off the ground, make your loop a little bit longer. Right, we're very different sometimes from side to side. And you can even place your right hand on your right quad to bring some awareness, bring some life back into that right leg. Keep reaching up through the left foot, opening up through the back of the knee, the gastroc, soleus, quads. Staying connected to your breath. As you inhale, opening up the back of the leg. As you exhale, soften and let go of any resistance. And now take both hands around the loop of the strap and use your hands to start working your leg closer to your face. Right, just opening up the back of the leg here. Nice, and then let go. Extend your left leg straight. I recommend scooting away from the wall just an inch or two and let your legs go and feel the difference in your legs. It is lovely. All right, I'm gonna scoot down so you can see me again. So we're gonna come back towards the wall and do a figure 4 stretch here to get into that piriformis, right? I'm sure a lot of us have been sitting during the quarantine and what's going on. So we want to stretch out our piriformis. It might cause some sciatic problems. So you're going to bend your right leg and then you're going to bring the outside of the right ankle in front of the right knee. Okay, and you can stay here if you feel this. You can scoot in closer to the wall if you need more. And you could, if you even need more than that, you can come up onto the left toes to really open up wherever you feel that stretch. And because we do such long holds and we're allowing the body to release at its own pace, I encourage you not to force it, right? So when you first start to feel that stretch, hold there, give your body the time. That's why we do these long holds. And then as time goes on and gravity takes hold, you can increase the stretch. But if we go too quick, too fast, our muscle spindles recoil and we actually wind up making our muscles tighter. So listen to your body. Take a deep inhale. Send your breath into the back of the glutes. Maybe you can envision that piriformis muscle, glute medius, glute maximus, thinking about the muscles we might be targeting. Staying connected to that heart-centered breath. As you exhale, let go of any resistance. And then release, bring your right foot back to the wall, and we're gonna switch sides to the left. And again, the distancing might need to be different on this side based on your flexibility and your mobility from side to side. Keeping that left foot flexed. Go ahead and switch around so you can see me this way as well. We have our figure 4 shape here, keeping that left foot flexed. Inhale and send your breath into the left glutes. Right, when we did Malasana, we worked a little bit more of that hamstring group. And as we rotate the leg, we're getting more on the side, more lateral. Palms facing up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale, stay connected to your breath. And exhale to soften. Let go of any holding or tension, any resistance. Let your body assume this new shape. And then release. We're gonna roll onto our right side and use our hands to press up into a seat. Once again, extend your legs straight, press the back of the knees into the mat. Give your legs a wag side to side. Nice job. All right, we're gonna move into a twist. So you're gonna lay down on your back. Pull your right knee into your chest. Actually pull both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and just let everything go heavy here. Keep your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg straight. And on the exhale, guide your right knee over into a twist. And you could place a bolster, if you have one, to support the shin and the knee and the foot, like so. Could also use a couple of yoga blocks. I'm going to turn this way so you can see it this way as well. A couple of yoga blocks are another option. So again, bringing that knee into the chest and then twisting over to the side, resting that full shin length, the foot, the ankle, everything on the bolster if you have one. And then pick up that right shoulder and move it out to the side. That'll help your torso twist even further, and you can extend that right arm straight, or if that's too much on your shoulder, you can place your hand on your ribs. Inhale and send your breath from that right hip up to the right shoulder. And exhale to soften and twist more. And you can keep your head looking straight up, or you could turn it over to the left. But again, don't strain the neck. Listen to your body. Inhale into your heart space. And exhale to soften. And then on your next inhale, use your right hand to help bring your right knee back up to center. If you have a bolster or using a prop, switch it to the other side. Pull both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and just let the weight of everything go heavy here. Keep your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg forward and then guide your left knee over into a twist. And again, you can extend your your left arm out, running into the wall, or you could place your left hand onto your ribs. Inhale and send your breath from that left hip up to that left shoulder. You can keep your head facing up towards the ceiling, or turn your head to the left. Inhale to find new length and space, and exhale to soften. Breathing in and out of your heart space. And then on your next inhale, bring your knee back up to center. Pull both of your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, and just let the weight of everything go heavy here. No forcing or pushing, just letting things open up. And then find some movement that might feel good here. Maybe you do some circles, some knee circles in the same direction, both knees in the same direction, or you could do knees in the opposite direction depending on how coordinated you are. Make sure you go both ways. And then find any other movement that might feel good. Maybe you want to pop up into happy baby, extending the legs, whatever feels good here. Just find some intuitive motion, intuitive movements that your body is asking for. Nice. And when you're ready, roll to your side and press up. We're gonna move into child's pose. So if you have a bolster, or you could even fold up a blanket, you can use that as your support. You could also take another blanket to place in between your hips and your heels if they don't meet. So you're gonna butterfly your knees open, touch your big toes, and the bolster is gonna come out so that it supports from your ribs up, right? So you're gonna lean forward, resting your head onto the bolster. And again, if your hips and your heels don't meet, you can use a blanket in between to close that loop, right? And that's just a nice constant loop, a feeling of closure for our body. And you could keep your head either forward or turn it to the side here. And wherever you're at, pick up your torso and just move it slightly forward, right? So we're picking up those ribs in the upper torso and moving it forward, and then we're gonna set it back down. Inhale, let the back body and the back ribs expand. And exhale to soften. Using the breath to gently open up the body, the ribs in the back, the intercostal muscles. And if your head has been to one side, gently pick it up and turn it to the other side. Inhale, letting the back body expand, finding new space, and exhale to soften. And place your hands underneath of your shoulders and use your hands to press yourself up. Move any props off to the side and stretch your legs out straight in front of you. Press the back of the knees into the mat and give your legs a little wag. Now we're going to move into Shavasana. And I encourage you to take any movements that you need before moving into our final resting pose. So you'll lay down onto your back into corpse pose, and you could place a bolster or any other prop behind the hamstrings and the knees. Make sure you're clear of the wall and clear of anything else that's around you, right? Give the nervous system the ability to settle. Let your feet flap open out to the side. And take a moment here to tuck the shoulder blades onto your back, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale and exhale to soften. Let your skin go heavy and melt into the mat. Release the hinge of your jaw, move it side to side, and just let it rest in your head. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, shut your brain from front to back. And then when you're ready, being mindful of any props, roll onto your right side, resting in the fetal position. You can use your arm as a pillow, pulling your knees up towards your chest to get some space in the low back. And then when you're ready, use your hands to press up to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed or gently relaxed. Bring your hands into prayer position at heart center. Take a deep inhale and exhale, let it go. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you found some new space, some new openings, some new freedom in your body and in your mind. Namaste.